Hi everybody, it's Stacy from Quick Quotes, and we are excited to be a part of the virtual volume event. We are excited that we might get to see you in person in October, but for now we're happy to be here with some deals and our craft along that I'll get started here in just a minute. We have a double page craft along that came with some extra goodies if you had ordered that. And if you didn't order it, it is still online and you can go back and watch the video later. So we'll get started with that in a minute, but I also want to tell you about some of our events that we have coming up. And we have our private reserve 3-day events coming up. These events we have been doing for probably 12 or 13 years, and we're excited to bring them back. And for those of you that cannot make it to one of the venues, we are actually having an online event in November. So I'm going to put that down there, but we have an event in Centralia, Washington in September, in Palm Springs, California in September, York, Pennsylvania in October, and then we have the same event online in November. And at these events, you get a ton of stuff. You actually create an entire 20-page 12 by 12 album at the event, all in one day, plus you get extra make and takes, little goodie giveaways at the door. These right here that I'm showing you are actually part of the 20-page album that you would make. And with each class, we try to do a little technique. So this ends up on the outside of your page protector, this little book here, so you can add lots and lots of photos. And this is our new window die cut. This one is really gorgeous with an 8x10 photo in there that you cut down to size. So in one day, this is a 3-day event, but in one day you do 20 pages for your album. There's another little technique to add extra photos on the outside of your page protector. Lots of giveaways. You end up at the end of if you're going to one of the in-person events, you end up with 28 pages completely finished at the end of the event. If you're doing the online event, you actually get 32 pages, so you get a couple extra classes. But the online event, or the in-person event, you get lunches, you get giveaways, make and takes, classes all day Friday evening, all day Saturday, and all day Sunday. And the online event, you get all of that, plus an extra couple classes because you don't get the lunch that is included. So these are made out of our brand new paper line. You will be the first one to be able to play with our new paper lines, Onyx and Italian Soda. So this gives you an idea of how many, this is just a sample of what you would be getting at the private reserve event. So check those out online at shopquickquotes.com and go to workshops and events. And this is actually the album you get, and we give you plenty of page protectors to fill this up throughout the weekend. So check out the private reserve events. If you can't make it to one of the venues, come see us online in November and you get so much stuff at each event. Also, so with our special that we are doing for the volume event, I'm going to put that out there again so you can see what it is. You save 25% on page kits, paper packs, and new Club Q signups. So if you've been thinking about a kit club, Club Q is our monthly kit club, and this is a good way to get our kits shipped to your door every month. And this 25% we are actually extending to new Club Q members too. So if you decide to sign up for Club Q in the next 2 days, there's no code necessary. You just fill out the form, turn it in on their website, and we'll give you 25% off of your first shipment. And that is a special for this event. And this is the kit that you would get this month. So in June, if you were to sign up, you would get, we have two options. You can do page layouts, you can do you can do the ultimate combo. Page layouts, you would always get 2 double page layouts, plus you get an extra pack of paper, ribbon, vellum, extra stuff every month as well. With the page layout option, you pay $19.99 a month, and you get the layouts plus the extra stuff, and it's $8.99 shipping, just a flat rate every month. With the ultimate bundle, you get all the page layouts, the extra paper pack, And you also get 2 altered projects. So this is the small altered project this month. It says Sunshine and Good Vibes. It's a fun little flip book here. Lots of bright colors, summery colors. And then the larger altered project is this fun summer book here. And every month with our Ultimate Combo, when you do the page layouts and the altered projects, it changes every month. So sometimes for the altered projects, we do cards, we do picture frames, calendars, tag books, mini books, just something different each month. So this is one of the altered projects this month. So if you were to sign up, you would get the 25% off of your first shipment if you sign up in the next 2 days. Plus you get free kits as well. So if you were to sign up, you also get these spring kits. These are completely free in your first shipment. So these would be the page layouts that you get free. These would be the altered projects. So you can see we have a wooden frame here that's decorated up. And then we have a mini book with lots of tags and spaces for pictures in here. So if you were to sign up for Club Q in the next 2 days, you save 25% on your first shipment. You get these free kits in your first shipment. Plus, if you sign up for the Ultimate Combo, you also get a free pack of Powder Puff chalking inks. It's a sorted pack with lots of different colors in it, but it's a $40 value, completely free in your first shipment if you were to sign up for Club Q. So the great thing about this is that we don't do discounts very often on Club Q, and we are extending the 25% off discount for you for the volume event this weekend if you were to decide to sign up. So with that said,
Show the web.
and if you go to shopquickquotes.com and click on Club Q, you can also see some of our past kits. The great thing about Club Q is you don't have to take every single month. You have the option to opt out and skip months. So if it's something you just won't use, you just skip it, move on. We'll put you back on the list for next month to get a kit. So check that out. There's some big savings on your first one, and you get lots of free stuff. With that said, I'm going to have Breezy set up the camera here for us to get our craft along started. But if you're just here to shop, you can definitely go to shopquickquotes.com and use code VOLUME25, and that will get you 25% off of all paper packs, page kits, and the Club Q setup. It's not often that we do discounts on all the new stuff, but all the new page kits and paper packs, you can also do the code, and that'll save you 25%. So I'm going to grab the kit here. So if you are doing the craft along with us, you punch out your pieces, and you probably already have while I was showing you the deals. Go ahead and punch out all your die cut pieces. I have mine punched out here, and I laid them on top of where they go, so that I just have them organized for when I want to glue them down. So go ahead and punch out your pieces. And if you do get behind, this is a pretty simple kit, but if you do get behind on this kit, don't worry about it. Just go back later and you can watch the video later. So with all of our kits, any of them that you would order, even the ones that are you can use your discount on, we always have a color picture, and then we have step-by-step instructions on the back, very detailed instructions, and we also have the Powder Puff chalking inks that we suggest as well. So for this one, it suggests Baja Blue, Barnboard, and Midnight Confessions. I might use a little yellow too. So if there is a color that you have that you would like on your page, go ahead and grab the color you like. And if you've used our Powder Puff chalking inks before, let us know what your favorite color is in the comments. We love to hear it. Sometimes there's some color combinations with our kits that we don't even know about, and they end up looking gorgeous. So check that out. Oh, I found my E. So punch out your pieces. And this is a pretty quick kit. What I do with our kits, though, we we'll do all the cutting first. And there is a diagram in your packet, and it looks like this. So we want to find both of those pages, this stripe paper and this dot paper. So on this dot paper, this is what's on the other side. There's a stripe on one side, dot on one side. We're going to be using the dot side. So grab those two and your cutting diagram. Set that out in front of you so you know what you're cutting. So the first one is we need 3 4x6s. We're going to start there. Put our paper in with the stripes going horizontal. We put it to the 6 and cut that down to 6. And then we turn it and cut it at 4 inches so that we have 3 4-inch pieces. And I'll set those aside. And then the piece you have left over, you need 2 4x4s. And then it looks like you have some extras there to play with for a different kit or to add to it. So I put it in at 4 inches, trim it. This is actually an extra piece here. With a lot of our kits, we use all the negative pieces, some of the scraps, so you never want to throw anything away until the end. So a lot of times it's probably something we will use throughout the kit. So we have 2 4x4 pieces. And an extra piece. Next, we will get the dot paper. And there's 2 strips at the top you cut off first, so 1/2 inch by 12 inches. So put that into your cutter, and you want to just do a 1/2 inch strip. Set that aside, and then do one more 1/2 inch strip. And then next, these are 3.5 by 5.5. So you want to move your paper to 5.5 and cut. Turn it to 3.5. And you want 3 of these. You do 1, move it down, 3.5, and 3.5. So I always do my cutting first, so that's just out of the way. You have all your pieces to work with. And then at the bottom there, you have a 3.5 by 3.5 and a 3.5 by 3.5. So go to 3.5. And then turn it and make 2 3.5 cuts. 3.5. And then you do have some extras here, so you could save that to make more pages with it. Because you actually got some papers that coordinate with this if you bought this deal. It was only $19.99 and you got the paper and some phrases and the kit, so it was a great deal for that. So you'll have some extras there. All right, so I think we're done with the cutting. I'm going to move this out of the way and get out my background paper. Oh, actually, you know what? There's one more cut. Let's try this again. So we have a red paper like this, and we have a 12 by 12 stripe paper. And we need 2 6 by 12, so we just want to cut it straight down the middle. So you just put this into 6, cut it straight down the middle, and you have 2 6 by 12s. And then your red piece of paper. And it's nice here because at the top we always say the cutting, if there's not a diagram on the back and if it's easy cuts, we put it right in here. And if there's ever any ribbon in our kits, we also put the ribbon lengths to cut right up here too, so you can get your pieces all ready. So the red paper, we need 2 1-inch strips and 2 2x6 pieces. So we'll put this in, oops. We need
1 inch by 12. And then 1 inch by 12. So you have, oops, correct that cut. There we go. So 1 inch by 12, we have 2 of those. And then this piece, you want 2, let's see, you want 2 by 6s. So you'll just want to go to 6 and cut it right down the middle. You'll have 2 of those. Okay, so I think we are done with the cutting. Move that on the way, and then get your background papers out. And while we're doing this, feel free to chalk up any or all of the pieces. Our Powder Puff chalking inks, if you have never used our Powder Puff chalking inks before, they are a soft, they have a soft chalky look, but they go on wet, they dry permanent. We have tons and tons of colors. So the first thing I would do is, with your glue pen, I would glue all these little pieces down to the white backer. So all these little die cuts. And this is just a sample, so I'm not using a ton of glue, but you'll want to glue all of these little die cut color pieces to the backer. And I'm just doing little bits here. And if you didn't pre-order this kit and you still would like to, it is on our class and event bundles. So you can still get on, and it comes with this kit plus a paper pack plus 2 different sheets of quotes and phrases. So you get a really good deal. It's still $19.99. We only have a few left. But if you get on and order those, the 25% does not apply to any sale items or class bundles, but you're already getting a crazy good deal on this, so you'll still get quite a bit of a discount by just purchasing this kit. But we do have a few of them left in stock if you are interested. So go ahead and glue down all these letters. I love these colors. Makes me ready for summer for sure. We're just starting to feel summer here in Washington State. I know some of you are already in the 90s and 100-degree weather. We'll get there eventually. So once you have all these glued down, I didn't take a whole lot of time with mine, but remember, if it's too little too fast, just go back later and then you can pause it as you go. So Patsy designed this kit. I wish I could take credit for it, but Patsy actually designed this kit, and she's usually teaching it, and I'm sure a lot of you have had Patsy teach in class at the Novi event. She's been there quite a few years teaching. So you can see these umbrella pieces as well. You can see how they go on here. So always look back at your picture for reference where you can know where things are getting glued down. Any of these pieces, if you would like to chalk them up, you go right ahead. I have not chalked all these tiny little pieces just because of time, but I'll do a couple pieces here so you can see what it looks like. I'm actually going to use what's this? Blueberry Bliss. So you can see here, do the edges, and it just leaves a little chalky finish and a little more dimension on that. I'll use it on the yellow so you can see that a little more. super easy to use. And these are shaped so that they have little tails so that you can get into more detailed, smaller places too. Glue these down as I go. If you have any questions, put them in the comments and I will try to answer anything that I can. And if you have any questions about the event I was talking about earlier, the private reserve 3-day event, go ahead and put that in there too and I'll get you answers on that as well. Or about any of the deals. The coupon code is volume 25, so that will save you on all page kits and paper packs. That'll save you 25%. And if you'd like to sign up for Club Q, saves you on that too. So if you have questions, just put them in the comments. Oh, you know what? I actually missed a piece here. Peel this back up. Hopefully you haven't laid yours down yet. And if so, you can leave it white. It's completely fine. But this actually goes onto this blue background and then gets glued down. Got mine peeled. Die cuts put together. I'm going to set those aside. And this is where I'm going to show you a little chalking trick here. So you have a piece of paper. It's about 3 by 5 or 6, a little white piece of paper. We are going to trace the sunglasses on there. And actually, I don't know if I have a pencil here. Is there a pencil right there? Grab a pencil real quick. So with this, we are actually going to cut out the shades for your sunglasses here, the lenses. So what I did was I just hang on here, trace around like this, here, top, and then when I take that off, you have a shape like this, and you're going to want to cut just inside that, just barely inside that, so that it glues to the inside of your sunglasses. So you can see here's my line that I drew on the outside of my glasses, and I'm going to cut just on the inside of that so that you can't see the outside of the white. And it doesn't have to be perfect because you're not going to see these edges underneath the sunglasses anyway. Just so that it's just barely inside that line. So you can see it fits right behind there. Do that with both. Just right on the inside of that line. And then we are going to chalk these up like sunglasses. So if you have, we used Midnight Confession chalking ink, powder puff ink, but if you have like coal miner or you have a gray, you can always use that too. Or one of the blues would probably work pretty well. So you can see this goes right behind here. Make sure I cut it. Yep. And then I am going to take my Midnight Confession and just pat this so that it makes it look like, whoop, sunglass lenses. You can go as dark as you want. Sometimes the black, the Midnight Confession is a little heavier, a little more wet than a lot of the chalking inks. This one's a little worn out, so I actually like it when they get worn out a little bit. It has a little more chalky look to it. So we're going to do that with both. And then this gives the shaded sunglass look. Put that to the side. And like I said, if you have coal miner or some of the other grays that we have too, that would work just fine. So then we want to glue those to the back. And what I do is just put a small little line of adhesive around the edge. Lay your sunglasses on top of it. Oops. Line it up. And there you have your shades. Fun little technique with the powder puffs. And then if you want to chalk these up, you can too. I'm going to use a little bit of the, actually I'm going to use, this is pumpkin pie. This is one of my favorite colors. This is going to leave a kind of a bright orange look around the edges. Just brightens it up a little bit. The powder puffs are super easy and quick to use. They dry permanent, soft chalky look. We probably have, oh my gosh, I don't know, 50 colors online right now. And actually, we are out of stock of the brand new colors, but since we are out of stock right now, we put the colors from last year on sale. So this pack right here, the ice cream collection, which the pumpkin pie is in, this pack is $10 off right now while supplies last. So we don't have a whole lot left in stock, but if you go to our sale category at shopquickquotes.com, this is a kit of 12, the ice cream flavors. They're normally $39, you get them for $29. So grab those before they're gone if you're thinking you want a good variety of colors. Okay, so we got all those set aside. We got our background papers. So we can lay out our pages. So the two striped papers we have here, and again, if you want to chalk them up, you go right ahead. I'll do these a little bit in blue. I'm using kind of a darker color, but even a yellow or a bright green would look really pretty on this. Chalk these up a little bit. Just adds a little one more dimension there. So we're going to actually just lay out both pages. I'll lay them out and then you can glue them down as you go, or a lot of times when I do a layout, I will put everything out on my page and then later I will come back through and glue everything down. So we have two 6x12s. And then we just start layering the pages on, or the pieces on. Right at the top, here. And both pages actually look the same. There you go. Hello, summer. And then you just go by the actual picture here. So you can see here we have the background to the photo mats. And these, of course, you want to chalk up the edges just a little bit to give it some color. And I know this was a quick one, but we don't have a whole lot of time. So check out our website, shopquickquotes.com. Check out our private reserve event and our save 25% on page kits, paper packs, and new Club Q signups. Use volume 25 as a code. And we will see you next time.